Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. It is Saturday, February 14th. What are you guys all up to? I hope you had an amazing day. I hope you all got spoiled. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day anymore. We never really did. It's just, we ordered pizza tonight, and that was the extent of our Valentine's Day. I don't want chocolate. I don't want flowers. My husband tells me he loves me every day, and that's more than enough for me. But if you got spoiled today, good on you. I'm so happy for you. Today's video is a crime story, and it's number 10. I've done 10 crime stories, guys, and I hope you've watched some of them or all of them. I really enjoy doing these for you, and I hope you enjoy listening to them. These are the kind of things that I like listening to on TV or on my tablet while I'm diamond painting and I'm not recording. I like to listen to crime stories because those are the kind of things that you don't have to necessarily be watching. I watched another crime story today that took place in Canada back in 1984, but that's for crime story number 11 that I'll talk about next time. Wow, it brought back a flood of memories. I remember this particular crime story, but man, when I watched it today, I was just like, wow. And then back in 1984, things were so different. I was watching it and I was like, the computers were different. So much stuff went on. And it was very interesting to watch, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not finished watching it, and that's why it's not today's crime story. The crime story I want to talk to you about today is something completely different. Um, and very tragic, as all crime stories are. If you have not watched any of my other crime stories, I invite you to. I have them all in my playlist called Crime Stories. Go have a look, go have a listen. It's something interesting. Like I said, I love doing it I love listening to crime stories while I'm diamond painting because you don't have to look up at the screen to see what's going on. You can from time to time, but it's one of those things where you just do your diamond painting and listen. So before I get to that, I am participating in Diamond Painting with Friends 2.0 this month. Crafty Chef Diamond and Diamonds Around You Vivian, they are both hosting Bejeweled Peacocks. I do not have a peacock in my collection, which is why I'm not doing that one. I, however, am doing another one that is being hosted by Crafty Chef Diamond, and she is hosting Hearts and Flowers. Now, this particular diamond painting I started, and this is where I'm at. This is very colorful. I have some Diamond Painting with Friends release papers here, but as you can see, this is long. It's a 70 by 40. I got this from Diamond Art Gift. Recently, I unboxed it recently, and this one has 24 colors. It's numbers and letters, no symbols, and I really like that kind of legend because that's all you're looking for. And it's really straightforward. I'm enjoying it, and so I thought I would come on today and give you a crime story and do some of my diamond painting with you. I've already done quite a bit this afternoon. I was working on this, and that I wanted to do a video, but I didn't get to. I was just focused on doing some of my diamond painting. But I've had my dinner, I'm nice and full, and I'm ready to talk to you about my crime story today. So, what are we going to talk about? I'm going to talk about the investigation of Lucy Letby. I don't know if anybody knows about this story. This is the first time I was hearing about this story. I was sitting down watching TV. I turned on Netflix, and this was the first thing that popped up. And I'm like, okay, let's go watch. It looks like a very interesting story. So I did. Oh my goodness. Let's get started. Every time I open my Netflix, there's always something new to watch. And like I told you, I watched something new today. Oh, that's going to be for next time. But today we're going to talk about the investigation of Lucy Letby. So let me get started. I'm sure you can see me. And as with everything else, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please give this video a thumbs up on your way out. I hope you enjoy my crime stories, and let's get on with it, okay? Go and visit Crafty Chef Diamond's channel. Go visit Diamond Around You, Vivian's channel, for their co-hosting of Bejeweled Peacocks. If you have a Bejeweled Peacock that you can share, go on to the Diamond Painting with Friends Facebook group to join. You only have to answer a couple of questions, and then you'll be part of the group, and you can post all of your themed diamond painting. And that's what Diamond Painting with Friends is all about. It's themed diamond painting. Every month from January to November, there is a theme for the month. And for 2026, for each month, there are two hosts. There'll be two hosts for two different types of diamond painting. So it's great. If you join the Diamond Painting with Friends Facebook group, you'll be notified of what's coming up. And Crafty Chef Diamond, she is the head. So if you watch her videos, go subscribe, and she gives you a quarterly update on what's coming up. And you can join. If you don't have one type of diamond painting, you can join the other one. And if you don't have either, you could try to find something. You can do coloring pages. You don't have to necessarily do diamond painting, cross stitch, as long as it fits the theme of the month. Next month, I believe, is birthdays with Pampered with Diamonds. And who else? Neil over at Diamonds and Stuff with Wendy. He's doing planes, trains, and automobiles. So if you have any one of those diamond paintings, you can go and check out their channels. And I know that Neil wants everyone to email him what they want to work on, and he can make you part of that Diamond Painting with Friends. So without further ado, and the same thing with Pampered with Diamonds, Nancy, if you want to be part of hers, go check out her channel for March. But we're working with February, and I'm working on Hearts and Flowers, and this one has a lot of flowers in it. No hearts, but lots of flowers. You can have one or both, whatever. Okay, let's get on with it. So we're talking about Lucy Letby. She was a UK nurse, a former neonatal nurse, accused and convicted of 7 baby deaths and attempted murder of 7 more. It happened at the Countess of Chester Hospital in the UK, and it happened between June 2015 and June 2016. An investigation began after an unusual number of deaths and collapses started happening 3 years after she started working there. In November of 2020, she was charged with 7 counts of murder and 15 counts of attempted murder. She was prosecuted on the basis of her presence during many incidents, 2 abnormal blood test results, and skin discoloration interpreted as signs of insulin poisoning, and air embolism, alleged inconsistencies in medical records, her removal of nursing handover sheets from hospital, and handwritten notes that the prosecution characterized as a confession. In August 2023, she was found guilty on 7 counts each of murder and attempted murder. Sorry, I can't even read my handwriting. On 7 counts each of murder and attempted murder, acquitted on 2 counts of attempted murder, and jury was unable to reach verdicts for 6 other counts. She received a whole life order, which is the life sentence. One of the unresolved attempted murder charges was retried in July of 2024, resulting in further conviction. Now, I'm going to talk about some of the theories, and like with every Netflix special that I watch, I go to TikTok because I want to see what people are saying. And on TikTok, everybody is on the fence. There are people that believe she's innocent. There are people that believe she is guilty. There was definitely circumstantial evidence. And, every time something happened, every time a baby died, she was there. She was on duty. And, can you see me? Yes. Uh, and like I said, blood tests came back. They said that the babies had air embolisms. That means someone was injecting air into their feeding tubes, and that caused the babies to collapse, their little lungs to collapse. And what else was there? Insulin poisoning. And if you know, if someone gets too much insulin, they could die. So she was there every time. It is a lot of footage from a policeman's point of view. They had body cam. They showed her being arrested. Yeah, it was a lot of people on TikTok were saying that she was really calm when she was being arrested. Imagine being in shock. You're being accused of killing babies. I mean, I think the fact that she was calm, it doesn't mean that she wasn't calm on the inside. People say she's guilty because she had all these records at home. She took home the handover papers. She had records of the babies that had died. She had investigated these families on Facebook. She was looking them up. Why, they're looking into all that. Why would she do that? Do all nurses do that? There was also talk of the fact that they had a mother on there, and someone was saying that it was AI, and I'm like, I really had to look again. I thought, okay, maybe it could be. I wouldn't have known. I mean, and they're saying, oh, she looked too perfect. Her hair was shiny. Her skin was too perfect. Yeah, I wasn't concentrating on that. I was listening to the story. If you guys have watched it, or if you haven't watched it, go watch it and then come back and tell me what your opinion is. I'm on the fence, but I'm leaning towards the fact I don't want to say that she's innocent. In a way, I feel like she was framed. In the beginning of the video, she has a friend that she starts a friendship with this girl that she meets when she's at school, and they are inseparable. And the friend is saying that when they would eat together in the cafeteria at the hospital when they got that job, the friend was saying that everyone seemed to ignore her. Nobody wanted to associate with her, even the doctors or consultants, as they were called. They didn't want to talk to her. And I thought, why are they talking about this? Something is up here. And that's why I came to the conclusion that possibly she was framed. There was talk also in the document, it's a documentary. There was talk also in the documentary that before she even came on the scene, there were issues that the unit that she was working on wasn't well equipped. It was, I don't know, it wasn't running properly. But people were saying, but every time a baby died, she was working. She was right there when the babies collapsed. Doesn't mean she did it. There was no hard evidence that she did it. It was all circumstantial. Is circumstantial evidence? Yes, it is. But I don't know. I just have this odd feeling that she was framed by someone who made a mistake in the hospital, and they put the blame on her because they were threatened by how good she was as a nurse. maybe that was the deal, that they didn't like her because she was so good. Everybody loved her. Um, but she was very soft spoken, and I think that's what happened. I don't know. Like I said, I'm on the fence about this particular crime. I part of me wants to believe that she's guilty, and part of me thinks she was framed by hospital personnel that made a mistake. Someone made a mistake, wasn't caring for the baby properly, and when they moved her to another unit at one point, and the baby stopped dying, and then when she went to another unit, it started up again. Okay, that kind of points to guilty, like she would be part of it, but what? I don't know. And then there was journal entries that implicated her. She wrote down things like, I did it, I'm not worthy, I killed these babies because I felt worthless in the hospital, and I did it on purpose. And then they were saying that there was a therapist she was talking to, and the therapist was telling her to put her feelings on paper, and she claimed to say that she was just frustrated from her days at work. Her days were very stressful, learning about these baby deaths, and she was really stressed out, really upset. And people took it to mean that she did this act. Did she do it? I don't know. If you've seen this documentary, let me know your comments below, because I'm really interested. Like I said, I went to TikTok, and a lot of people on that platform have mixed feelings. Some people are saying she's guilty. Some people are saying she's innocent. It's based on circumstantial evidence. She was there every time a baby died. She was there when a baby collapsed. But doesn't mean she pulled the plug. Doesn't mean that she injected the baby's IV with air. Um, Other speculations were that some of the babies that died were already in precarious situations before she got to them. They were already, when they were born, they were already sick, and they just died on her watch, and it was an unfortunate circumstance. And I don't know. I tend to believe that too. That happens. And they had a retired pediatrician who was saying, no, everything was fine. Everything's fine. She happened to be there. And then at the end, I think he started saying, well, she was the one that was always there when the babies died, like I said. It was circumstances. And when the police went to arrest her, she was very calm about it. She didn't throw a fuss. But I don't know. It just seems her demeanor was, she didn't want to throw a tantrum. Like, why? But at the same time, if you were innocent, you would fight. You would fight. You would say, I didn't do this. I didn't do this type of thing, you know? But she was very quiet. Then when she was questioned by law enforcement, she really didn't talk much. She kept saying no comment. I don't know, guys. This documentary, it's on Netflix. Go check it out. I've seen other documentaries, other things on YouTube where nurses were accused of killing not just babies, but adults in their care in nursing homes and things like that. It's awful. And now Lucy Letby is serving for the rest of her life behind prison until someone proves that she didn't harm these babies. Is anybody out there going to come out and say she didn't do it? Her friend, near the end of the documentary, the one that she went to school with, she believes her. She doesn't think that she was capable of such a thing. And she didn't want to believe anything other than what her friend told her. Um, yeah, it's crazy. But I want you to arrive at your own conclusion. Let me know down below what you think. Do you think Lucy Letby was guilty? Do you think she was framed like I do? I think she was framed somehow by the officials in the hospital. Somebody tipped somebody off and did something when she was there. I don't know. Let the alarms go when she was there. She was standing there, and it was also said that she'd be standing there when the babies were losing consciousness and she didn't do anything to save them. I don't know. There's no evidence to prove that she's the one that injected the babies. No one said that she did. There was no evidence. It's all circumstantial evidence. And circumstantial evidence is evidence, but I don't know. Personally, I think someone put her in a position, and it was very unfortunate. She was there at the wrong place at the wrong time, and someone set her up. And they said that the hospital was not in the best condition before she came. They were short staffed, and they were not equipped to deal with all these babies dying, and it was not very sanitary there. All these kind of theories came up in the documentary, but I want you to be the judge. You go watch the documentary, The Investigation of Lucy Letby, on Netflix, and you come to the conclusion yourself. But I'm interested, if you watch the Netflix special, comment down below and let me know if you thought she's innocent or guilty. Everyone's got a right to their opinion, and this is mine. And like I said, I went to TikTok, and a lot of people are on the fence. There are many people that think she's guilty, and there's many people that think she's innocent. Which is which? Um, I think she was there at the wrong place at the wrong time. I think someone framed her from what was stated at the beginning of the video, where she was trying to make friends and nobody really wanted to associate with her. I don't know if they were threatened by her. And then someone just set her up. Someone just framed her. So you tell me. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Please stay tuned for my next one, because it'll be about what I watched today. That is even more. Oh, that's even, I don't know what's worse, what I saw today or what I saw with Lucy Letby. But thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.